For more Magic the Gathering resources, check out my friends at paperchampion.net and Kitchen Table MTG. Alright, so we are playing Sleeper Agent again today, and I lost the dice roll, so I guess we'll wait to see if my opponent wants to go first. Actually, that's a good question, is like, when do you not want to go first? It just seems like the player that goes first always has like a major advantage. Like, I guess you get to draw an extra card, but you know, that seems like just kind of a crappy advantage for, you know, for going first. Like, I don't know, for not going first, I mean, like, you know, just being able to play things ahead of, like, getting the initiative on your opponent just seems to be so much better. So, I don't know, throw them in the comments. Like, if you know, like, a situation, like, or a deck that you're playing where you want to go second, then yeah, like, let me know, right? But I just don't know. Anyways, let's see if my opponent plays anything here. We've been waiting for about a minute, so I'll just pause and come back when they play something. Alright, so my opponent has come back. Let's see. This does not look amazing, but Magma Jet might help me to scry into what I need, so let's keep it, see how we do. My opponent's deciding whether to mulligan to 5. Okay. Come on, mull to 5. Mulliganing to 5 is actually really bad. But okay. So, land. Yep, okay, mountain. Alright, so let's go... Goblin Guide, alright. So probably playing against burn of some sort here. So next turn I'll Magma Jet my opponent. Then turn 3 I'll go to Ensnaring Bridge. Alright, so it should be okay. We'll see. Burn's a tough matchup, but I might be able to... Like, if I can get life gain online, then I should be alright. Swift Spear? Yep. Alright. And then swing for 3. Okay. Alright, so Sleeper Agent... Okay, so I'm getting a Sleeper Agent next. It's not exactly what I wanted right away here. But let's go Mountain, tap for Magma Jet. Let's destroy the Monastery Swift Spear. Okay, over time, that's the one that's going to do way more damage to us. Blightening is okay. So let's go actually... do I need Foreboding Ruins? Let's see, I'm going to have 4 mana online. I don't think I do, so let's go top and bottom. Okay. So just get a little more removal against my opponent. So then I can force my opponent to discard 2 cards. So if they are playing burn, which is what I actually think they are playing, then discarding 2 cards is going to basically set them back quite a bit. Alright, so let's see what they have here. Hellspark Elemental. Yeah, they're basically playing almost my mono-red burn deck here. So, like the mono-red burn I had actually last week. Right, so Blightening. Yeah, okay. I knew that was in there since I scried it to the top. Okay, so taking 5. Alright. So opponent's missing... They're out 2 cards. Okay. Alright, so let's go tap, tap, and tap for Blightening. Get our opponent to sack those 2 cards, or to discard those 2 cards. Alright. That's going to set them back because it means that they just can't burn us. Okay, both double Searing Blaze. That's okay. It's kind of a finisher. Next turn, I can terminate their Goblin Guide. So, well, we'll see. Like, he's going to attack here. I mean, is he going to reveal a land? Okay, so Vampiric Link. That's actually okay. That's actually really good, because then it's going to give me some life back. Okay, so let's start with that. Let's go tap 1 for Sleeper Agent. So give that to my opponent. Alright. So that's going to gain me 2 life every turn. It's going to be very difficult for my opponent to get that back. Right, so with burn, the thing is it runs out of gas so fast. So when you're getting hit with discard and stuff like that, it really hurts a lot. Alright, so Vampiric Link on the Goblin. Oh, no, I put it on the wrong one. Ah, awful. That's okay. I'm going to drop Ensnaring Bridge shortly, and then I should be okay. So if he attacks me, then I'll be able to get my life back. But I really did want that Vampiric Link on the Sleeper Agent. Okay. That really sucked to put it on the wrong creature like that, but okay. I'm going to prevent my opponent from swinging with the creatures next turn anyways, or swinging with Sleeper Agent, probably. So, alright. Okay, so do 2 damage to my opponent. Okay. So, opponent's down to 15. Ah, rats. Okay, so... what a misplay. That's awful. So, I guess next turn, what I'll do is... at the end of this turn, I'll probably play Terminate, just to get the Goblin Guide off the board and get a card out of my hand for Ensnaring Bridge. Alright, and then I should be fine. So, opponent's deciding what to do. Goblin Guide basically can't do any damage to me. He's going to be able to swing for 3 here. Alright. That really bothers me. Alright, so let's go tap and tap for Terminate. He will just destroy his Goblin Guide. There's a total punt there, but it happens, I guess. I think that we have an advantage in this matchup. So, it should be okay. Okay. Alright, oh, there we go. Okay, so let's do this properly this time. First, we'll put an Ensnaring Bridge. Okay. Now, my opponent shouldn't be too worried about that. It's really this Vampiric Link that's going to hurt him, because now I'm going to gain 2 life every turn, and he can't attack with his creatures. So basically, he needs like 3 big burn cards to kill me, and then almost every time this triggers, it's gonna need almost another 1.5 burn cards to undo the healing that I get from this. So, had I put the other Vampiric Link on, I'd be getting 4 life per turn, which would be way better. But I think I've got the win here. So if my opponent doesn't play anything, I'll hit him with Blightening and force him to discard. Okay. So Boros Charm, sure. Looks like they have something. Rift Bolt, okay. Sure. We'll pull down another Sleeper Agent to my opponent. Okay. Rift Bolt's gonna do 3 damage. Alright. Well, if they draw it, then they draw it. If they draw the burn, then they draw it. If they draw a land, then they're done. So we'll see what happens here. So Rift Bolt's going to come in. Okay. Actually, it's going to do 3 damage, but I'll get 2 back. Alright, so I'm still out of bolt range. Okay, so now I'm down to 5. Okay, that little bit of life gain is actually, or down to 4, okay. So a little bit of life gain really helps. Okay, so they do have some, like, Flames of the Blood Hand or something like that can do that extra damage. Alright, so, let's see here. Do they have it? If not, then I'll use Blightening and get whatever they have out of their hand. Right, they do have 4 damage spells that can get them out, but next turn I'll go up to 6, which is going to take me to double bolt range again. Right, so it's going to be very hard for them if they can't burn me out. Like, this is their best opportunity pretty much here. Okay, Lightning Helix. Okay. Sure. Okay, it'd be awesome if I can get another Vampiric Link here. That is not what I wanted. Alright, well, let's go tap, tap, and tap for... well, actually, this doesn't matter. So let's leave it. Like, we can use it as a finisher later if we need, but if my opponent draws the burn they need, then I'm just dead. But had I not messed up that double Vampiric Link, I would have been fine. Okay, so yeah. So if they get the burn spell here, then I'm toast. But otherwise, I'm still could survive. So come on, no burn, no burn. Let it be a land. Or is it a Rift Bolt? Suspended? Grim Lavamancer. Alright. Okay, so he cannot trigger that ability just yet. Okay. Vampiric Link. Oh, yes. Okay, so double Vampiric Link. Okay, and might as well play this out now. We might be able to kill my opponent faster here with this. Okay, so we're going to do 4 damage to my opponent. I'm going to get 4 life back. Okay, at the beginning of the turn. Okay, that takes me out of range. Yes! Alright, little bit of healing. Alright, so my opponent can do maybe 6 damage at most. I can't see them doing 7 damage with only 1 card in hand, even with Grim Lavamancer. So I think that I've got it here. Alright, so do I have it? Yes! Alright. That's the one thing is I found when I was playing against Burn, if you have even just like a little bit of life gain, it makes it so hard for them to win. Alright, so let's take a look. What do we have here? Okay, so I think Surgical Extraction and Extirpate are the good cards there that might help. Ensnaring Bridge is going to be very strong. Bloodchief Ascension will be very good, actually. Vampiric Link is a must-have. Terminate, just okay. Magma Jet's okay. Volt Charge, that's creature or player. Blightening is going to force them to discard. I think I might be able to... Let's go down the Hypnotic Specters. I think those are a little slow. And we will put these 4 in. And maybe 1 Volt Charge out. Alright, let's run it like that. And see how we do. Alright, mainly if we can get the Vampiric Links online, then that's really what we need. Yeah, but being able to surgically extract all of his burn spells and stuff, like, or extirpate my opponent's burn, is really going to help the match. So, alright, so this looks okay. Okay, so we will keep that. Okay, so let's see. Go. Alright. Yep. We will play a Swamp Bloodchief Ascension. Okay, and go. Okay, and this means my opponent will take damage every time they cast a spell. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Blightening actually really hurts my opponent too. Making them discard 2 cards is basically almost like making them discard like 6 life or 6 damage. So, you know, it makes it really hard for them to win. Okay, so what do they have? Goblin Guide? Lava Spike. Okay. Okay, Sun Droplet would be awesome to have, but I don't have them, so too bad for me. Alright, so double Bloodchief Ascension is okay. Alright, we'll see what we can do. We gotta pick up some life gain soon. So Sleeper Agent, Vampiric Link. If I draw a Sleeper Agent, it'd be pretty sweet. Okay. So next turn, I'm gonna play Blightening. So another Lava Spike, okay. That's probably the right move, getting rid of all their sorcery speed stuff. Volt Charge, okay. That's actually pretty sweet. So let's go tap, tap, and tap for Blightening on our opponent. Make them discard 2 cards. Okay. And then I get some counters on Bloodchief Ascension. Then next turn, I can Volt Charge and put the 3 counters up on it. And that way, my opponent will be taking 4 damage every time they cast a spell. So that'll be actually pretty good. So they drop their Swift Spear and their Lightning Helix. Okay. So I think we're looking okay. Just depends what my opponent has. 3 cards in hand. Okay. So always yes. Always yield. Okay, yeah. Always yes. Always, oh, no. What is this? Yield to triggered ability. Yeah, always yield. Okay. Yes. Okay. So next turn, I can Volt Charge my opponent. Right? That will add counters to my Bloodchief Ascension. Right? And then at the end of turn, I'll still get counters, which is still good. I think they're holding up Path to Exile or something like that. Probably some creature removal, but I don't have any creatures. So let's go Foreboding Ruin, revealing a swamp. We'll tap, tap, tap for Volt Charge against our opponent. Get them down to 14, so they're tied with us. But I can proliferate. So add counters. Okay, done. Alright, and at the end of turn, I'll get my 3 counters on Bloodchief Ascension, which means that every time my opponent casts a spell, it does 4 damage to them. Okay. Alright. Sweet. I think I'm okay. Okay, so yeah, so it says, whenever a card is put in an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, if Bloodchief Ascension has 3 more quest counters on it, you may have that player lose 2 life. Yeah, and then I gain 2 life. So when they cast, if they cast a lightning bolt, they're going to lose 2 life, 1 from each of them, or 2 from each, so that'll be 4 damage, but I'll gain that much life, so I will gain 4 life. So I will net out, like, ahead of the game. I think my opponent's pretty much already lost. Okay, Blightening, sure. Let's play Dragonskull Summit. Get red, black, Blightening. Force our opponent to discard 2 cards. That's going to give us 4 life, and opponent's going to lose 4 life. Okay, so you're going to cast something against me? If you do, it's going to be bad. Lightning Helix, okay. Okay, but now you lose 4 life. Yes. Okay. That's going to be really bad for you. Okay. And then down 3. And then discard 2 cards, and you're going to lose 4 more life, and I gain 4 more life, so it's going to go down to 6, and I will go down up to 19. And I think at this point, the game is pretty much out of my opponent's control here. Like, I can't see them having any way of coming back. Right? Like, okay, so let's see here. Yeah, that card, the Bloodchief Ascension, just wrecks our opponent so bad. Like, it just hurts them so bad. Right, so I'm at 23, my opponent's at 2, they've got 1 card in hand. If they cast anything, then it's going to go straight to their... Like, they'll do some damage to me, but then it's going to go to the graveyard, and it's going to trigger Bloodchief Ascension, and then they'll just be dead. So, I don't think they have any way out of this. At this point, if I were my opponent, I'd just concede, but... You know, there's, like, maybe they've got some way out of it. I just can't see what it is. Like, I just kind of got lucky with the draw. Like, I didn't even get the cards I sideboarded in, but having these Bloodchief Ascensions with all the right cards to go with it, like the Blightening and Volt Charge, yeah, that's it. Right? So, anyways, that just totally wrecked my opponent there. It's just a really bad matchup for them. So, anyways, thanks to my opponent. Like, it did the best they could. It's just a really bad matchup. But anyways... Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.